I liked all the food. I'd even, I'd eat the squid. Not a fan of squid. I'd eat the dog. Obviously, I'm not a fan of dog. Um, I eat pretty much everything. They have something called ampalaya, which is the most bitter thing you've ever put in your mouth. It is so bitter. It defines bitter. I'm sure like people were trying to figure out how to, what certain words were in English back in the Stone Ages, and they just took a bite of it and they're like, oh, bitter. It's that bitter. It's so bitter. And also they have the bile, which is basically soup. They have chicken broth, and then they put in the intestinal, your stomach has kind of like a black lining. It looks like sponge. It's used to break down the foods and pass them through the intestines. They put that in there, so there's like these black things floating around that look like sponges, and then they crack open the gallbladder. Yeah, let it come up. And that's what's called papaitan, which is what it just means. I'll make it bitter. That's all it means. So both of those things are bitter. The vegetable that I was talking about isn't bad. It's actually really good for you. It's really, really good for you. It's healthy. But the bile, run away from it if you can. I try to. We'll talk about the culture later, and I'll mention that. I don't know if is it playing?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay. The culture, you have to eat. You don't have to, but they want you to eat the food. They don't have a lot, they're very in humble settings. And so when someone gives you something, you want to eat it. Obviously, you want to power it down, but you want to eat as much as you can and be, courteous about it. And so sometimes I'd go to different houses and all they'd have was this bile soup. And for the life of me, I could not swallow it. I tried so many different ways, tried to put all this like vinegar. Sometimes they'll have vinegar or soy sauce, which they call toyo, and vinegar, which they call suka. And you just put it on there, try to get rid of the taste, and you can't. And the best thing I would do is just say, I'm really not, because I'm foreign, I'm really not, like, my stomach can't handle it, I'm kind of weak. And they're like, oh, they just say, oh yeah, I understand, like, our food is too strong. I'm like, yeah, your food is too strong. I just can't do it. And so I usually get by with that. But yeah, I just would not eat that at all. Papaitan, if you ever want to try it, more power to you.